A wide-ranging debate, overshadowed by news the President and First Lady and others in the White House have tested positive for COVID-19. Trump's response to the virus has been disastrous, said Harris.
The American people have witnessed what is the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country.
Not so, said Pence, who noted Trump limited travel from China, epicenter of the virus, slowing its spread in late January.
And again, the American people deserve to know Joe Biden opposed President Trump's decision to suspend all travel from China.
Pence said Trump ramped up testing and pushed for a vaccine. Harris questioned Trump's aggressive timetable to develop a vaccine.
If the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it, absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
Stop playing politics with people's lives. The reality is that we will have a vaccine, we believe, before the end of this year.
The pandemic has left the economy struggling, but Harris said the problem started before the virus struck.
Because of a so-called trade war with China, America lost 300,000 manufacturing jobs.
Again, not so, said Pence.
Lost the trade war with China. Joe Biden never fought it. Joe Biden has been a cheerleader for communist China over the last several decades.
An issue for both sides is Trump's nomination of conservative Judge Amy Coney Barrett to fill the Supreme Court seat left vacant by the death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The job of vice presidential candidates is to avoid mistakes that will harm their running mates, says a political scientist.
And I think that they largely succeeded in doing no harm. Now, Vice President Pence is in a different position because he's part of the incumbent administration. And so he has to answer for the failures and the successes of the Trump administration.
Another analyst says this debate was especially important in this election.
People don't vote for vice presidents, they vote for presidents. But this year it's different. You have the oldest candidates ever. You've got one candidate who is the incumbent, the president, who's been diagnosed with a really serious disease.
And either vice presidential candidate must be ready to assume the role of president if the president dies in office or is unable to fill his duties. It's a somber responsibility on the minds of many voters who are already casting ballots and early voting in some states. Mike O'Sullivan, VOA News, Los Angeles.